Hi, I'm Stephen from Dataloop. This is a quick video just to show you how simple it is to set up the agent-based monitoring for the Dataloop SaaS service. So the first thing to do is get some agents installed on your boxes. Usually, if you want to do that manually, you can click on the Add Agent and copy and paste this URL into your terminal. Hit Enter, put in your password, and it will install the agent. We support Linux, SmartOS, OS X, and Windows. For the Windows, you'll need to download the installer. We're obviously going to try and do this in an automated way. Most people use Puppet or Chef. I'm actually going to use Fabric just to push out the agent to our boxes. So I have a quick script set up called deploy all. You'll see that our agents automatically bind to our solution. We're designed for automation, so we have APIs behind the scenes, and just starting up the init script connects up the agents to our service. While it's doing that, I'm going to quickly set up a hierarchy so that I can deploy scripts. So I'm going to call this production, prod. I have to ignore the vents, they're going a bit mad. So if I create a production environment on my hierarchy, I can then drill down into that and start to design my application. So my app is made out of, obviously, some app nodes running Node.js. I've also got some workers. Their job is to connect to the message queue. I've also got some Mongo stuff. I've also got RabbitMQ, React for some time series data. That's probably it for now. So as you can see, lots of boxes spinning up and down. I'm going to drive this via tags for the top level. So for prod, I've started up all of my machines in the prod tag. For the agents, I'm going to start to drag them in. So obviously I have my couple of app boxes. I'll drag those both in. I've got a continuous integration server, which I haven't done yet, and a couple of Linux boxes that build things. I'm going to drag my Mongo boxes into my Mongo. And you can just do this to build up your complete monitoring solution. So a couple of Rabbit boxes, one's running Linux, one's running SmartOS. 5 Rabbit boxes, sorry, React boxes. Oops. Obviously I could have been a bit better with the Puppet module. I probably could have tagged all of these and just dragged the tags in. Makes it a bit quicker. So obviously in here I've got my my 5 React boxes. Now I can start, now I've got my applications laid out. Let me drag my workers in. That's it really for setting up what servers are in which group. I can now start to apply checks. So I want my base script to run on my application servers, my Mongo servers, maybe my Rabbit servers and my React servers. Actually, I have a problem with Mongo with the memory, so I'm going to turn that off until I can switch those to Linux. I might as well run my base check on my workers as well. So you can see my base check does a few bits and pieces. Given the fact we have an agent on boxes, we do a whole bunch of cool stuff that most monitoring systems don't do. We do automation, but we also do presence detection and remote script execution. So you can obviously now click Run Script. The base check takes a couple of seconds because it has to work out bandwidth. But as you can see here, it's a Nagios format check script that you can just copy and paste and edit in the browser. You can select any of your boxes that are currently joined to run it on, and it will give you the output. So if you return a return code 0, 1, 2, or 3 like Nagios, we will alert you and send you an email. So it's that easy. Anything after the pipe symbol, obviously, will then start to graph for you automatically. And I'll show you the analytics page in our next demo. So that's all working. I'd also quite like to start to monitor some of my services. So we have out-of-the-box check scripts for lots of these things. So if I drag my Mongo script on, actually let's see what Mongo gives us. Obviously if I run it on my app box it's going to error because it's not running Mongo. But I haven't, I've dragged it onto my Mongo boxes. So it's telling me my connection time, number of operations and how long they're running for. So we know that that's going to work. Let's also have a look. So Mongo's running on those ones, but no base. I've got a Rabbit check as well. Let's drag the RabbitMQ check on. And what does that give us? So the RabbitMQ check gives us the number of messages and the rate of messages, and it will obviously alert based upon thresholds that you set in the check script. I quite fancy monitoring React as well, so what else have I got? I might as well drag them all on while I'm here. It's that simple. So let's drag a process check on for Node. So I can just make sure that Node is working on my. So again, this is a really simple check that just works across all platforms, that works out if your Node process, and obviously I can rename that to whatever we want to check, is up and running. If I change it to Node 2 and run it critical, so it's not running. So save that. So as you can see, I've actually built up a fair amount of coverage here. I've got my production environment monitored. I've got my 2 app boxes, my workers. Any of those fail or go above certain thresholds as defined by the Nagios checks, they're going to alert. I might as well also do my build system. My build system, actually I've got 32-bit boxes and 64-bit boxes. As you see, I've got a Linux N1, just remember this is 32, Linux N2 is 64. Again, I can monitor pretty much whatever I want on those, and if any of them fail, I'll get an alert. So obviously you can see by adding this sort of stuff, let me just trigger one of these failures. So let me just kill the Dataloop Linux agent. As you can see, agent disconnected, immediately goes orange. I won't get an alert yet because obviously with network blips, the real-time stuff isn't as reliable as we'd like. But after 40 seconds, we'll get an alert in the alerts page, and you will get an email sent to whichever email address you signed up with. Obviously at this particular point, you won't be able to run any RPC commands. But restart the agent. As you can see, it's reconnected again, and I should be able to run commands. That's basically it for this demo. As you can see, we've been able to set up production, set up quite a lot of out-of-the-box check scripts. We can create brand new check scripts in any language that you want, just by clicking New, and we can obviously write them and debug them on a browser. And after we've saved them, we can drag them into our hierarchy and they'll execute. That's pretty much it for today. Thank you.